I can speak from the lens of, when I first moved here, I'm a transplant. I've only been here 2 years. I've been fortunate to live in the state of Texas for about 8 years. But having, moved around and had lived in cities where there's, authority or good sources of information, I think that there's your quintessential, you Google Fort Worth, and of course you're going to see iconic and well-deserved landmarks like the stockyards or the zoo or the botanical gardens. But having, just moved here, I feel like there's still something that I'm not finding that in one centralized place. We live in this incredible era of information, and it's almost a blessing and a curse because you're inundated and overwhelmed, and some of it speaks to you, and we're also, as we scroll through our feed, everybody's fighting for attention, whether it's brands or influencers or local outlets. So I think for me, I look forward to kind of cracking into a space that I don't feel like is there yet for someone like me.
Sure. So you mean like in terms of like being able to find things that are going on, or whether or not it's something that you really want to do because is it worth it? What does that look like? What is involved in it? A lot of that's still kind of missing, right?
Sure. Yeah. And I it's hard sometimes, and you're going to get this anywhere you go, but to really sift through what is, I guess we keep using the word authentic, but is this, is this a voice of authority, or are they, is this coming from another place? Is this really something I should be noting or checking out? And then also, making it easy, consumable content. So video, quick, easy tips, and really being a voice for whether you're, you have a family or, that's one of the things is we are all in different places in our lives, and we bring 3 different backgrounds to this partnership. So that's a huge importance and value as far as I see the experiment.
I think that's where I feel that it's different as well, because we are in different stages of our lives. There's an age difference between us. We have children. Mel just is recently married. We've experienced different things. We experience different things within Fort Worth or around Texas or, in the South or even nationally. And I think what currently is out there is sometimes not relatable. And also that it's a group experiment, that it's, 3 of us, and it's just not one view, it's multiple views that may, strike a chord with somebody who probably just looking through something all the time, scrolling one thing, it didn't really relate. And so we want to be relatable, we want to be attainable, and we, just want to showcase what it is that we've experienced and that we think is noteworthy to share with all of you. And, really having 3 friends do it together, where it's just a little bit more authentic and exciting because it's about life and savoring and experiencing. So.
And I think one thing for me when we first started having these conversations, and we would talk to each other about, well, where do you find your information about what you want to go do, and you'll always say to me, like, how do you know these things that are going on? And it really kind of dawned on me that we live in a time where we are inundated with so much information, and we understand as a consumer that so much of it is not authentic because, a lot of it is paid advertising that, we understand is not something that was really vetted out, that somebody went through, that, they can say with all honesty, like, hey, I really liked this event, but like, don't bring your kids,
Sure.
And so it made me realize that a lot of times today there is so much of that information, but really you look to your friends who have gone through and experienced something, and you say, all right, well, tell me how was it really? Is this really what you would want to do? How would you change it? Was it great? Yada, yada. And so for me, I think that a differentiator for us is that, we can kind of be that trusted friend because we are actually experiencing what we're then talking about, and we can be that trusted advisor of, hey, this was so great, this was so delicious, or no, not so really, or do it just with your husband. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so to me, I think that's something that makes us really different as well.
Absolutely.